Okay, I am going to. Usually, you guys find a series of clips ranging about 24 to 26 seconds each. Before I continue, if you're here today, subscribe, hit that like button. Keep in mind, on this channel, I put out a vast or smorgasbord of content ranging from life, music. It's just what we do. I'm not all of one thing. I'm not all of a pool professional. I'm not all of a musician. I'm not always funny. You know, I'm not always 100% serious. So, when you come to this channel, come in and sometimes. And here's the thing: sometimes I may watch current news, and I may not even post about that. But let's continue our talk about credit. Um, and I'm trying to figure out how to begin this. It does not take long to build your credit. It does not take long to build your credit. It does not take long to destroy your credit. Matter of fact, it takes a lot. It's a lot quicker to destroy the credit than to build it. It takes about 90 days, and then you got to keep on trucking upward. It only take 130-day late, and your credit will hit. It'll drop 30, 40 points, and you'll be like, godly. But where was I at? It doesn't take long, and when I'm talking to the young people, I went to college, and I didn't take out big student loans. I didn't take out big student loans, number one, because I was going to college, and I was majoring in psychology, theology, and Christian counseling. I was actually studying to be a pastor. Oh, don't be like you. Yeah, it's in the family. It's not only in the family, it's a calling. Counseling, I was wondering, I was looking at certain situations in my life and wondering, what's wrong with these people? Let me do the study or the science of the mind, and it was all helpful. And I was attending I would call it a prestigious university by its standard. In its field. It's like a HBU, but it wasn't an HBU. It was Liberty University, which is one of the top Christian colleges. And I was in Vegas at the time. Mind you, I had gone to school for DeVry. Anybody, throat just cracked. Anybody, once you get a certain age in your young 20s, it's okay. I'm gonna tell you this. It's okay to try to figure it out. Try to figure out what you're doing, because you'll hear everybody and their mama say, "Oh, go to school and get a degree in business." Here we are in 2022. Everybody and their grandmama, which would be around my age now, they probably great grandmama, they got a degree in business and in nursing, because that was what we were told. And as we go on with these talks, I'll give my view on how that should be done. Should you go to school for business? Not necessarily. Go for where the money's at. I'm sorry, the sun was in you guys' eyes. Go where the money's at. But you got to be good in that field too, and you can get good with studying. And I wasn't always secret told. I was put behind twice. Super senior. My parents took me out of high school because I wanted to be part of the gang culture in the 90s. Gangsta Disciples, black and blue, and it's kind of like one of those things where that was happening around that time, and we'll get into how that was infiltrated through our music. It's a cool thing to do. So my parents actually took me out of school. I'm kind of going south. I'm going south of the conversation to try to bring it back to credit. And that's a long south too. That's a long south, because I got involved in so many things. But that's for a different conversation. I'm here today. I'm doing well. have my own business, have bred multiple businesses. And I'm gonna say it again, J Studio Productions. Hit that like button, hit that follow button. I'm about to drop bombshells on you guys. But anyway, going back to all that, I went to DeVry, and DeVry was, I believe at that time, if I'm not exaggerating, $525 per credit hour, and it wasn't a nationally accredited college, regionally accredited. And when you guys go to school, get these terms. Know these freaking terms, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to go to school for a regionally accredited college and then you try to go to a national to continue your education, and they be like, well, we don't know what DeVry's math is. I can't even make up a name, or we don't know what this, or this English doesn't match our English. It's only good for DeVry or ITT. And all that credit that you done took out to get that schooling has just become a waste. So you have to, and this is the reason why I'm like, no, this is a freaking gimmick. This is a freaking game, that life plays. But let's stay focused. So I got married to my wonderful wife, and we're still married 15 years in. Hey, we're going to talk about relationships too, the things I've learned, the things your parents should have told you. Now I tell all the young people, male or female, A, B, C, but that's going south of the conversation. Anyway, when I decided that I wanted to get married, I was out there doing my thing, and she gave me the ultimatum, it's either this or that, and I got serious about life, and I started running, then I started flying, and I never looked back. It took us about, we started dating when I was working at Ford Motor Credit. And that was in 2004 when I was I don't even know if I was functional or dysfunctional. I can't even name it by now. But by 2006-07, we had moved in together. I hope the religious world doesn't hold their breath, because y'all done did it too. Shoot. Now let me talk about the stuff that the old school folks used to do. And here's the thing, I know these things because I was alive. But I got married to my wife in 2007, and we immediately started. We had a house in August of 2007. Credit went from there. This is the reason why I tell people, I said it doesn't take long. It does. What are you waiting on? What are you, A, B, C, and D? It doesn't take long to build your credit. It doesn't take long to destroy your credit. We're going to talk about exactly what some of these methods are. And here's another thing. When I was just over a year ago, before the economy, COVID and all this happened, I was about to file bankruptcy. Still was making the income, making a great income. My credit, though, because my debt to income ratio was getting out of balance, my credit card started closing me off, started cutting my limits, cutting me down. That in turn caused my 800 credit score to go all the way down to 634. Couldn't get even approved for a refinance. Do you know what I started to do? And mind you, thank God the PP loan hit. Somebody dropped a dime in my ear about that. Here's the thing, if somebody drops a bug in your ear and it's a good bug, do it. Don't wait. What you gotta lose? But we're gonna talk about all of that, and I'm rebuilding my credit again. Rebuilding it, it's a game. Now it's in the sevens again. Now it's in the sevens. Now I'm paying the debt off. I did some restructuring. Companies do this all the time. They liquidate, they reconsolidate, some file bankruptcy and open up in a different name. I just took a page from what they were doing. So stay tuned. Hit that like button. Oh my God, gas is 79 cents. I'm not tripping. Gas is freaking 79 cents. My wife was right. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going I'm going to fill up.